G'day everybody and welcome to today's video. Tomorrow we are going on a 35k long run. Today is the day before we do that 35k long run and I just wanted to come on here and tell you what's happening. So I've been programmed a long run. These get pretty long and boring, so I figured what better way to make it interesting than to bring a camera along with me. So I'm going to chat through how I go about my long run, what I kind of look for in it, and how it's helping my progress towards the Boston Marathon. I'm going to get up pretty early tomorrow to get it done. I think I'll set the alarm for like 4:45, pretty much wake up, eat, toilet and get running. Half of the run will be in the dark, the other half it'll be pretty good. But yeah, I want to show you what I've got out, prepared, ready to go before tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow. Let's do it. So night before dinner is chicken and rice, the bodybuilder meal, and some lettuce and salad, and then I'll have a dessert which will be oats. Okay, smash dinner now. Last meal before bed is this oats and peanut butter and frozen berries. Very high calorie obviously, but got to get those calories in to run tomorrow. Okay, so I am actually going to wear a vest, which I wouldn't normally do for a long run, but because I'm bringing the camera gear, I thought I may as well wear my vest. I'll chuck some gels in there. I got 4, I probably won't have all of them. This one is a new gel that I got sent, and it is literally 200 milligrams of caffeine in there. So I'm gonna have that at like kilometer 20. I'll bring a couple of flasks, maybe just one, and fill it up. And yeah, should be good to go. Got my sunnies there, everything else. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we are off and racing. We've got a 35-kilometer long run. It's early days in the run, but just want to kind of focus on, keeping it slow, keeping it chill. It's pretty dark for a while, so probably won't record until it starts to get a little bit lighter, but let's do it. Alright, so we are 7Ks in and I'm already regretting wearing this vest. I hate running with these vests, but is what it is. So I'll go kind of, I think 11Ks out, kind of away from the city, spin around, and then pretty much mirror the other way towards the city. Feeling good, listening to a podcast about microplastics. Pretty much everything I'm doing today is full of microplastics. You got heat from my body and in this plastic water bottle. So there's microplastics. I was touching a receipt yesterday. We're all fucked, to be honest. Anyway, check in when it's a little bit lighter. Alrighty, just turned around. Actually managed to clock 15Ks, so 15 on the way back. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, I'll tick up a few extra. I might get to 38 today. We'll see. But yeah, feeling really good. Just crawling, going as slow as I can. Woo! 17Ks in. So what's the point in the long run? Like, why am I doing it? Well, I've been kind of progressively building it up over my training block. I think my first long run started at like 15Ks. I guess the idea is to just get me used to running at, a longer distance out here on my feet for the time that I'll be running the marathon. I think today's run should be about 3.5 hours. Kind of just getting myself mentally ready, to be in this zone for a certain amount of time. I can also practice my fueling on it and then also get my kind of bones, tendons, muscles ready for time on feet. So like if you're looking to just go out and run a marathon, don't worry about time. It's the most important run of your training block. Oh, bit of a hill here. I am about 18Ks in, ticking away. It's a bit of a miserable morning. I'll have a gel in a second. I might stop, fill up my water bottle and keep going. But yeah, we're holding like a 5:40 pace, which is a fair bit slower than my last couple of long runs, but I'm here for that. That's absolutely fine. Right, about 2Ks to go. Oh, I'm definitely mentally where I want to be in terms of pushing myself. I feel like shit, bored, negative mindset, thoughts of shit, wondering why I'm doing this, etc. But yeah, 2Ks to go, which is good. I feel great after it. It's a funny marathon block this time. I've been kind of really in and out of like positive and then negative mindset. Probably struggled the most this marathon block. It's not necessarily because my training's been so much harder. I think it's a lot to do with social media and everything. We've got, I think, 6 or so weeks to go. I'm excited to be in Boston. I really appreciate you guys following along. Woo! Almost there.
A few moments later.
35 Ks. Oh, it felt long. I kept turning around too early, so I kept having to double back on myself. I just wasn't doing the maths right, and it just made that run feel so much harder and longer. Survived it. Big day of work ahead. It's before 9 a.m, so not too bad.
All right, so it's now 10 a.m. and it's time for kind of breakfast, or first proper meal of the day, which I will be having, which is gonna be some beef mince, about 250 grams, and then I'll have half an avocado, see if I can get some more fruit in there. And yeah, that'll kind of start my day off nicely. I'm also gonna be relying on a fair bit of salt today just to replenish the minerals lost in all my sweat. So I'm gonna go pretty heavy on salt. But yeah, this is like a pretty simple first meal. Half an avo, bit of cucumber, mix it all together. If I had cottage cheese, I'd chuck it in here, but I don't. I'll get some carbs in later on. Taco sauce can be a good play as well. Yum. I could eat a million of these. On my run, I was chatting about like microplastics. I was listening to a podcast, which was Chris Williamson with Dr. Rhonda Patrick. They were talking about microplastics, and microplastics are in our clothes, so we're kind of cooked. But one thing I've tried to do is get glass containers where possible. But even things like the pipes that bring water into our home are plastic, or like, yeah, I mean, you could just go on and on. So, but I got my blood test done the other day. Might do a whole separate episode on it, but yeah, I was surprised. Like, my test was actually really good. I thought with all the running and training load, my test would be through the floor. I might see if I can get like a doctor or someone to interpret the data and then come back with like what I'm doing. There are a couple of things that were off in there, which I need to improve on. So Hess and I are off to JTB Studios, which is in Collingwood. These guys are elite. So they essentially do like UX, UI, design, etc. Oh, we used them last time, didn't we? They performed so well. So what are we doing this time?
Just sort of going through all like the user flow stuff just to improve that. So not much on the design, but more just like the experience when you first get the app, and then just general experience.
You know, a lot of people have downloaded INTVL for the game, Terra, and the flow from like Terra to navigating through the app isn't as smooth as we'd like. So we've essentially got these guys in to help us out. They will cook up like some kind of wireframes for Hess to go through and look at, and then he builds everything in the back end. So let's do it. So it is pretty much just a two-man team for INTVL. It's Hess and I, and a huge thing we've found for our business that works well is trying to get other people in to help out, delegate, just get as many people involved as you can, just because it makes it so much easier in the long run. We're pretty like smashed with work all the time. So if we can find, you know, elites in different sectors like these guys, then it just makes the app and the experience so much better for our users, you guys. All right, so we are back home now. Had a really good meeting with JTB. A lot for us to think about, and we're probably not even going to go into it here, but we've got a lot of work to do. We're going to get smashed with work. But we wanted to show you now what Hess is working on. A few things that are in the pipeline that should be rolled out in the next kind of month or two with updates and stuff. So check this out. This is where Hessman works. So originally you couldn't follow anyone on the community feed, but now we're going to create like a following page. You can follow people, scroll through the community feed and stuff, and then like go to the more general community feed. Also have like suggested friends in the community feed. You can like request to follow them. So similar to Instagram in that sense, you'll have like your followers there. So yeah, it should just add like a new level of community to the app, which we're really excited about. We've also added, so it'll be the Chorus integration, which has been anticipated for a while. Hess has figured it out, and you can link like your Chorus watch now, so you don't have to take your phone on a run with you. We're looking good. Everything's kind of going very nicely. Bang, there we go, back where it all started this morning. Closing out the vlog with dinner. Vegans look away. This is just a whole plate of meat. Essentially, I am obviously starving, but yeah, got a eye fillet steak, a few lamb cutlets, salad, and that will do me. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe, and really appreciate the support. I'm absolutely loving this series, and like really looking forward to uploading videos every single time. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.